my sunglasses. It's unfortunately not something I'm going to be able to find. Awesome. We're going all in. Here's my new friend, Zach. What's up, buddy? Happy Black Friday. Oh, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. There goes YouTube again, trying to throw our crap up. What's up, Kosh? Kosh in the house. Already lost a couple because YouTube decided to crash one time for us. One time crash. Lost a couple people for a one-time crash. Let's go. Spidey, what up, bro? Marina boys. So good hanging out with you in the stream yesterday morning. Your stream for a little while for Thanksgiving. Fun times, man. It was cool watching you rip the boxes. I think my most enjoyment out of that hanging out with you, besides just hanging out a bit because it's been a minute, was see, let's try this again. YouTube's trying to they don't want me to be live right now because I was supposed to go live later, which I still am. I'm just doing a quick little morning stream to say what's up to you guys. We still will be live this afternoon. After I pick up my check, we are hitting up some LCSs. I'm going to take you guys to an LCS I haven't taken you guys to before. I've been there once, but you guys have not been there. So that'll be this afternoon, though. This morning, we're just going to get coffee. We're going to drop off a package. The guy that bought some LeBrons on Twitter the other day. I hope everybody had an awesome Thanksgiving. I apologize for YouTube disconnecting my stream here twice already this morning. Not cool. Missed you, brother. Yeah, that's awesome, brother. But yeah, I don't know if you heard me. The coolest part about that, hanging on that stream. What up, Tedster? What up, Doug D? What up, Clint A? Paul, Gate City. Hope you guys all had an awesome Thanksgiving. Coolest part of hanging out with my boy Spidey Arania was you pulling that Boba Shed auto out of that retail pack because that's your PC, and also seeing your boy run the register for you so you could rip packs. I thought that was pretty cool on Thanksgiving. You're like, all right, 10, pay, hit pay. You're trained in, boy. You're trained in. That was awesome. Good times, good times, good times. I appreciate you popping in this morning, bro. So, what up, Wayne? So, we are going to, we're just going to do a quick little fun, hey, how was Thanksgiving? I'm going to recap, we'll talk a little whatever you guys got to say. I'm going to recap the 2-game NFL slate because we talked DFS yesterday morning when I went live. Man, it was not good for me. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I should have went the way my gut was telling me, and this is why I always tell you guys, go with your gut. I was pretty keen and big on like going against where a lot of other people were going, and I just was afraid to pull the trigger, and it backfired on me. Like I had Gibson, right? We talked about Gibson. We talked Kerryon Johnson. That's what really screwed us, right? So Kerryon Johnson does the majority of the work. They get down to the goal line or the 2-yard line. He did fumble once. I will give him that. But he did a lot of work. They get down to the goal line. He's on the field. And then AP comes on. Not once, but twice. AP gets 2 touchdowns. Good for AP. But, man, bad for Kerryon. So, we were on Gibson, Kerryon, Zeke, who didn't do crap. But I had originally built a few lineups myself with not a lot, but a couple GPP lineups with Andy Dalton, with Cooper, and with CeeDee Lamb, and then with like Gibson. And guys, I originally was on Washington and Houston defense. You guys remember this? Earlier in the week and in Discord, I even said I'm on Washington and Houston defense. And for some stupid reason, I decided let's go Cowboys. Texans got the pick 6, J.J. Watt. They had a great game. They did give up some points, but it wouldn't have mattered with the pick 6. It wouldn't have mattered with all the other sacks and everything else they got. Deshaun Watson was the right quarterback play, but the problem is 75 to 90% of the people, if it was cash games, 97% of the people played Deshaun Watson. And if you didn't play Deshaun Watson in cash, I'm not sure what you would have even been thinking. So the 2 or 3%, I mean, they were just really trying to hope that he failed. The problem with that is it's cash games, not GPPs. Even if he failed, like Deshaun Watson failing is like 18, 19 points, right? Unless he got hurt, which we'd never want to see anybody get hurt. We never want to see anybody get hurt. But him failing is 18, 19 points. That would have been just as good as any other quarterback that we had on the slate yesterday. You cashed out? Balls cashed out? Well, Balls did say Washington, although you were pumping Marvin Jones. Marvin Jones didn't do much of anything. But, yes. Yeah, I played $108. I ended at $37. So I lost about 60. So I lost about what I won last week in DFS. I basically lost it back. So call it a wash right now in the last 2 weeks, which is fine. I'll take it. Again, I was big on Houston defense. I had talked about them earlier in the week. I had put them in Discord. If you guys look at my plays on Discord, if I would have pretty much stuck with what I was talking about and mixed it up a little bit, it would have been an easy, great week. In fact, after game 1, which was the heaviest owned game, I was up $80. I was up $80. $80. And that was the high owned game. The problem is the rest of the field on like GPPs and stuff played more Dallas, Washington, and probably played a little more to Washington than anything else. So we got kind of stuck there, but it is what it is, man. Damn, Elliott screwed me. Yeah, I mean, and again, he was at kind of the bottom. I told you guys. I even told you guys yesterday that Elliott was my 4th. He was my 4th or 5th running back option, right? I was not high on him. It was against Washington. Even though you figured he could still come out and eat. My downfall was Carrion, which Carrion didn't fail. He just didn't get that touchdown. We needed him to score one of those touchdowns. 2 of them would have been awesome. I mean, he had, 60 yards receiving and 40 yards rushing. He had near 10 points, 11 points. What's up, Tim? How you doing, brother? Triple B did well. Yeah, Gibson did awesome. Man, Antonio Gibson had a monster day, but the problem is it was only a 2-game slate. There was only 4, 5, 6 running backs to choose from because a few are by committee. And, yeah. I'm surprised you cashed Balls because you had McKisson, unless you changed things. You had McKisson, you had Marvin Jones. You would have had Washington's defense, unless you went to Houston. Sure, you had Watson. Interesting to say the least. It's all right. We're gonna move on to the rest of the week. They're talking now that Baltimore-Pittsburgh game might get canceled this week completely because Lamar Jackson now is got COVID, and I don't know that that's right or that's fair that you necessarily cancel a game but I think it's just the number of players. It keeps going up. I don't know that it's fair that just because Lamar Jackson, okay, you did change up. Osseo is probably about 40-minute drive. Why? What's an Osseo? You need me to go check out something in Osseo? I'll do it. For sure. I'll take the stream with one of these days and go, what's an Osseo? Got the turkey hangover. I got you, man. Me too. I'm going to run in real quick, drop off this package, and then I'll be right back. You hang out with Zoe and you keep each other company. And then I'll be right back. No, I didn't pay $100 for this. I paid $10. keep the stream company? All right. Good deal. Good girl. All right. So, well, that's good, balls. I'm glad you cashed. Again, a couple of my GPP lineups did. The problem is my cash lineup did not. My cash lineup screwed myself. Oh, it's in Osseo. I would say that it'll either make it, it might make it tomorrow, otherwise Monday. I think I have a lot of stuff getting delivered on Monday and Tuesday. My new iPhone is supposed to be here on the 1st. That thing delivered. That, dude, never go buy unless you're looking for an iPhone. An iPhone absolutely doesn't have anything in stock, and you can only buy them direct. Don't ever buy an iPhone through Apple. It literally takes them a month to ship it out. Guys, I ordered that phone before we went to Grand Casino. Like a week before we went to Grand Casino, I ordered that damn phone, and it's going to be delivered on the 1st, on Tuesday. That's absolutely crazy talk. Get Zoe in the picker a little bit more here. So, yeah, no, balls, I'm glad you cashed. That's awesome. So again, guys, I hope everybody had an awesome Thanksgiving. I ate way too much food. I think I put on about 5-10 pounds. I think that's the common theme for just about anybody and everybody, or most people. We are going to have an awesome day this afternoon. When I go pick up my check, we're going to go do some IRL. We're going to travel a little bit, take you to a couple different LCS shops, take you to one that you've never been to. We're also going to go visit Cal. We'll rip a couple packs with Cal, or blasters with Cal. He's pretty excited. He's pretty pumped. It's just going to be a good time. I am also, guys, I put together last night when I was talking to Shackrat and Paulie on Google Hangouts. We were just bullshitting because Shackrat didn't really have any family to hang out with. So when I heard that earlier in the day, I told Shackrat we can figure out something and do a little hangout. So we talked for about an hour and a half on Google Hangouts, me, Paulie Chunk, and Shackrat. And it was a really solid, really good conversation. I think it was a much needed conversation. You know, I'm not going to get into Shackrat's personal business, but let me just put it this way, guys. Shackrat is a very awesome individual, and I say this because he is hurting. He is not happy himself. What's up, Douglas? Oh, yeah, it's December 12th. I fly out December 11th to meet up with BITG. We start the third 24-hour stream December 12th at like probably 11 or 12 in the afternoon. I used to start them at night. I'm going to start it during the day this time. Let's get back to Shackrat for a second, because he's an amazing person, guys. I actually told him this yesterday when we were hanging out in the Google Hangouts. I told him that he is basically like the Robin Williams of the hobby. If you guys know Robin Williams, you know Robin Williams had a lot of his own things he was fighting. Robin Williams he was a comedian, right? He made millions of people laugh through his movies. But he wasn't happy with himself. He did anything and everything to make everybody else happy, to make everybody else smile, but he wasn't happy with himself. Similar to a streamer that committed suicide this year, Wreckful, which I've talked about in my streams, who, again, another person who is hurting inside, and, just, they want to make everybody else happy, right? That's like the big thing. Make everybody else happy, and it just sucks. I'm surprised there's nobody at Starbucks right now. Like, this is so weird. Hopefully we don't even have to wait in a backed up line, so hopefully it doesn't do that stupid disconnect thing. We'll go quick. We get to order right away. What is this? Dude, we're always hanging out. But let me get to it in a second. Let me order here. What I'm getting at with Shack Rat, okay?
Hi, welcome to Starbucks. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you so much for asking. What
Good.
can we get for you?
Can I get a Venti caramel ribbon crunch with 2 shots of espresso, please?
Of course. Anything else for you
That's
today?
it. That's it.
That's all?
Yep.
Maybe.
All right. So anyway,